Alrighty, folks. I am back. Gonna try situating the computer a little bit closer to me. That way it is easier for you all to see. There. Okay, alright. Game is booting. Let me go ahead. I ended up looking up the optimal computer distance. There, it should be just ever so perfect now. Not too far, not too close. Become a proper size too. Yeah, yep, I'm feeling it, so we're gonna go ahead and go for the triple this week. I'll have an episode tomorrow and then another episode the following day. I say it all the time. Thank you for any and all support that this show should receive. Thank you for every like, comment, share, subscribe, donation, Venmo, Stormer Show. You already know. Okay. And we are decently far into the game at this point. We are on episode 36. Okay, we got a vantage point. Sunfall. Let's see. Do I want to circle around and hit these campfires, though? How many are there? There's like 4 or 5 in this area, right? Yeah, plus there's an advantage over here. I think what I'm going to try to do is hit this campfire and then hit this one and then loop back around. I think that makes sense. And there's another encampment here too. Okay, whoops, sorry, I thought that was just my mount. Here, you need me to put you down? There you go. I know it's coming. Get me away from these, please. I don't know why it slows down like that sometimes. Like it just spontaneously slows down when there's nothing in its way. There's like no obstacle, there's nothing, and it slows down. Am I still followed?
Just stay out of the way for now.
Hey, do I need to play for overrides here? I think so. I got it. That sealed the deal. Shooting up the mount. They're fighting. Yeah, it shoot my mount. Supply crates down here. Quick save as they're duking it out. Yeah, my guy won. I need another mount. I got thrashed. Okay, what was the objective here? Advantage, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's advantage over here. There's a semi-tricky metal flower to get to also. Okay, so how do I go about this? I wonder, how do I access that? Do I go from this campfire or this one? I think this one. Okay, let me try riding out. I think I'm supposed to ride south. Here. Tall neck I already liberated. Campfire discovered. Save. Okay. Let me see if I can just navigate via land. And then I'm thinking I just loop back. Gotta be a little bit cautious because there are a bunch of dunes over here. Yeah, there are a bunch of dunes, and not only that, there are a bunch of machines over here. Okay, how do I get over there? Machine site. Machine site discovered. One down.
Scouting for scrap.
I hate glint marks. I don't like the looks of this. I'm gonna have to disembark. I think I'm gonna straight up die if I jump off of here. Okay, so how do I scale down? I knew that was gonna happen too. Like, I think I just had to like try to scale down from the other area because it's too steep of an incline. Good thing we've been getting a lot of saves. How do I get down there? I have an idea. Deport to here and then try to get to the vantage from below. Okay, alright. Into Grum. That was the game I was looking at today. Kingdom Hearts. Might pay attention if they drop the price. Like, that's how it's going nowadays. Flights, the games, even the gym memberships. It's like, I am more likely to do anything if it's on discount. Like, it just has to be on sale, straight up. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, Vantage. Yeah, there's a Vantage and there's also a Metal Flower. Emmed Bones. I wonder if I could hit both of these. Let me just ride out. That was a ride.
Fresh as it comes.
I've gotten like paranoid in this playthrough about the squirrels. Because they're just so stinking rare. I have a bad feeling about this. I'm just gonna try to ride, like, swim fast. Look like Frank Ocean, swim good. Not my sight. Tailed by the gator. The snap maw. He got bored. Okay, how do I get to the top of this now? Okay, there are rocks. Where is... I wonder if I have to scale it from the other side. Or I wonder... Aha. But is that the key, though? I think I'm going the wrong way. It's true that you could rappel down. But I believe the vantage is up there. So it does beg the oh, here it is. About to say, like, I was gonna say, like, it begs the question, like, where is the vantage? Where's the way to scale up? Okay, here's another ledge. Okay, now we're in the money. I keep saying it, like, I should be at least as successful as Krendor at this point. Like, at least
Forget
1 to
about
200
traveling
views.
light.
Like, come on, folks. Come on, come on. I've been asking for the longest time.
Day 11. I came out here to die. But instead of overdosing at Wyatt's cottage, I went out walking along the water. I was standing right here when the idea hit me. And the moment it did, I knew I had to do it.
Do what? Okay. So there's a campfire here I could hit, and then I want to swing around and hit this campfire. Yeah, this campfire, and then the middle flower here. And then what I want to do is teleport back and then hit the... Okay, I did not want to spend that much time on this. Dude, like... This is the kind of stuff that can be so time consuming. Like going back and getting all of the, what are they called? All of the,
Ouch.
didn't even get hurt. All the landmarks. I know I can think of the word. Just thinking about lost stuff, guys. My travel plans, my wife, my life. Gotta get stuff figured out. Fish. Is that... Okay, I was gonna say, is that supposed to happen? I think they caught wind. Yeah, they're coming towards me. I might be able to make him duke it out. If I could just get in a position. Are there grasses I can make use of? I don't think so. Okay. Let me navigate across and then see if I can loop back up and hit this middle flower. Let's see if I can sneak past and snap off. It's detecting me. Yeah, it's detecting me. It's on me, I'm pretty sure. And this is as fast as I can swim too. Uh-oh. I think we're clear. Okay. Yep. Game plan is hit the campfire, then hit the bonfire. Hit the campfire, then the bonfire. Hit the bonfire, and hit the flower. Gators. I'm gonna try to override one. And then yes, I'll be back tomorrow and the next day with more shows. So please stay tuned. Dimmed bones. Fight, fight, fight. I got hit. Oh, great. Get out of the way, girl. Get out of the way. Get it. Oh, there's more than one. That's why. My turn. Okay, ouch. You guys be cute. Ow. Fire. Here, I got it. Ow, a bomb. Ouch. I need, I think, at least one more override in here. This is getting a little bit messy. Where even was I? Oh, I have to do this again? I thought I saved. Maybe I died before I got to the campfire. It's a possibility. Okay, here we go, here we go. Making a beeline across. I'm gonna try to set up another override play. Clear out as many of these snap mods as I can. I shouldn't have died that easily. I think I just got too close. Okay, here they are. Just try to override as many as I can. Up alongside it. Override you. Too late.
Faster, faster. Flinthawks. Looking to scavenge some metal, I'll bet.
Yeah. My turn. Young bird. Here, take the fire. Fall. Die. Jump. There you go. Better now. They're just gonna fight to the death. I don't know why squirrels are so hard to find in this game. Are they climbing in trees or what?
Calm, calm.
The flower. The flower is what I was going to find. How do I scale this? And I'm hoping that with the actual camera being closer to me that it helps me pull a bigger audience. That's my thinking anyway. If people have a clearer picture, then it'll make for a better show. That's what follows anyway. Still trying to figure out how to scale this properly. How do I do that? How do I do that? Am I getting close? I don't think so. I'm just like looking for any kind of ledge that I could grab onto. Flinthawk. It's scanning for me too. This is a bad cliff. I'm starting to figure out why these are so hard to find. Some of those crevices are so hard to make out. Let's see if I can just go around. This is annoying. What am I gonna have to do here? I feel like it was so close. Where is that ledge? Still trying to figure out how to get up to the top. Campfire. Okay, I'm taking like some kind of damage. Where do you go? Go up.
Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me.
I think I finally figured it out. There's a path, a trail. Whenever I have to backtrack in games too, I try to be as efficient as I can so I'm not spending a bunch of time in the back route.
I'll tuck that away.
Okay, some medicine. Okay, my pouch is full. Fuck. Not a squirrel. Looks like some sort of abandoned amusement park ride. An override play.
Even more.
But I fell there, like, please no. I think there were more than one here. Maybe not. Oh, there's also a Glenhawk. That fight was over about as soon as it began. Here's the flower I was meant to find. The flower mark 2. Okay, I have pretty much almost all of them. Okay, so let's see, I can grab this campfire. As you can see, like I'm like just methodically going through and just trying to get every landmark that I missed. I have no idea if this is tied to an achievement in the game. Is there a faster way to teleport over there? I think so. I'm going to try to use the most efficient routes. Try not to spend too much time. Okay, I believe it's through this ravine, the campfire I'm looking for. Bonfire, whatever you want to call it. Still looking for a squirrel. Here it is. Any squirrels about? Okay, there are some bandits. They gonna fuss and fight? Yeah, they are. I love this weapon. Okay, this one's down. I think I'll have to make room. What should I scrap though? Resources. I think I just picked up a resource bag, did I not? I believe so. I think shockwax root. Be safely disassembled. Okay, who else wants some? Didn't really stand a chance. Okay, is there anything back here? Not really. I think I found what I was meant to find. Okay, how do I get to these dwarfs? I think it's from here. And then I just kind of like circle around and go down, and there goes my camera. Well, I mean, it was kind of working for a while. It gives me a chance to check the time as well. 30 minutes in. Means we're halfway through today's episode. I'll see if I can nab these 3, loop over, grab these, and then loop up and start to just take out all of these. And I hope I have time for that in today's episode, and I thank you all for the support, should anyone be watching this. That camera has been a recurring problem, though, for this laptop. That's the main criticism I have of Victus. They make excellent machines, but the problem is the camera is not stable. That's the main problem.
Move along.
Do I have a choice? Did I linger? Did I loiter? Forbidden West, the name of the sequel, as a matter of fact. And there's also a merchant here who I'm going to want to pay a visit to. Simply because I have so much surplus, I don't want to have to disassemble much more. Where is the merchant? Back here in the corner. I even have to sell some stuff to make room for the resource boxes that I can open. Because they tend to spill out and have other, multiple copies of one item. Okay. So that. Let's see. Trading with merchants. Barker, but is there any vendor trash? Anything I can just quickly dispose of? I wonder if I can get rid of any of these lenses. Doesn't seem like it, right? Dropper, watcher. I think some of these other lenses I can just get rid of. Yeah, just got to get rid of some of these other lenses. Because I just have so much. I probably even these mods too. I have so much surplus, so much extra. I can't pick stuff up. I've got just so much. Grab some potions and free sample box. Yay, Lancehorn. I still need Lancehorn. Okay, I can finally get this at least. Tried over this. We finally got it. The Shadow Sharpshot Bow. Shadow Sharpshot. Low firing but highly accurate bow is best used for long range combat when target precision is critical. Can be modified as well, which I'm sure can do. Are they moving? Oh. So it's basically just the long range version. And then I'll also work on getting the Shadow Blast Sling. I have the Shadow Sling, but not the Shadow Blast. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, mod U. Go U. Let's go handling coil. So I have a damage, a handling. Would it go 2 handling or a tear? I don't know. It seems. I don't know. Handling seems bad, like advantageous. Okay, that's good. Okay, so what I was talking about are these. As you can see, there are many that have piled up. And the reason for that is because I keep looting them and I don't have sufficient space within my inventory to accommodate all of the items that I accrue. So, let's see, resources. I don't know. I'm looking. Here's something. My sleep is just crazy. Like I fall asleep behind the wheel. I can't fall asleep in bed here. The curse of this place. Like I can't sleep in the bed. Maybe it's because I don't have a partner. Maybe it's because I have roommates instead. I really don't know. It's hard to say sometimes, like how exactly it plays out. I think I think I just have insomnia, like legit insomnia. Wonder if I should be one of those people that takes sleeping pills. I have no idea. I don't know if that would contribute to a healthy lifestyle, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that's about all I can loot. Yeah. And I've got an opportunity to try out this new bow. This one doesn't have many arrows. Okay, there's some sort of house here. Is it referring to the gate? Oh, I see. It's not even on this level. Yeah, I think I should travel here and then travel south. Because, yeah, that's on a whole different level. Yay. Let's see here. Heads south. Oh, and there's advantage up here as well. Let's see here. Wait, why am I up here? I don't know. I'll see if I can wrap up today with the quest. So I'm making forward progress and not just doing a bunch of fetch missions. It's a Lancehorn that I need. Not a Ravager, a Lancehorn. Right? Or is it a Sawtooth? I'm pretty sure it's a Lancehorn. For the Shadow Blast sling. If so, please just let me know in the comments. Chief's Flights. That is what the place was that I didn't find. It was Chief's Flight. But a Sunfall, I guess that's the next mission. Take off the marker. And I want to circle back. I think that's a good call. Circle back, hit the campfire, and then move on and hit the flower. Okay. Okay. There is a campfire here. There's actually a lot of activity here too.
Found the Forsaken!
These are good guys. Go to Sunfall.
Rage.
Tramplers. I have no interest in fighting them. I'm basically just trying to wrap up this episode in as an efficient manner as possible. Okay, where is this flower? It's a corrupted zone. Turkey. Yeah, I should grab that. Raccoon running away. I have a funny feeling these two are related. How do I get down to that bonfire?
Scrabbling a bit.
Do I ask a simple question, get a simple answer? See if I can convert him to my side. We've got a Glinthawk infestation over here. And here's the flower I was looking for. That is almost all on this side. a figurine and then Sunfall. I actually don't know that I'll have time to get to the quest. Gotta check the time. You know, it's weird because it says, oh, I see. It's not saying it's this way. It's not saying it's here. It's saying this way. Okay, we're tailed. Back away, back away. I think I'll check the time and I'll just see if I could just save right outside of the quest, and then that way I can quickly and easily start the mission in the next episode. I'll grab the Bannock figure as a quick detour, since we're here.
Not good for mountain climbing, huh?
Come on, Missy.
Easier when I was a kid.
I don't believe this is a through path. I'm having kind of a hard time understanding what this layout is. Yeah, am I on the money or not? Something tells me this is harder than it seems. It's definitely in this.
Sunfall. The Mad King Duran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Hey, but how do you find this? Islands. I believe this goes through.
Quick way down.
How do I get up this? I'm looking specifically for a figure in here, by the way. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, this is probably the worst aspect of this game. I am not a fan of climbing. But like, look at this. Like, what the fudge? Oh my gosh. Almost thought Aloy was gonna jump to her death there. This is the stuff I find challenging in games. Because it's not obvious where the path up was. Like, I had to scale around the mountain. I see the figure from here. I got it. Vision. That one was hard. Because again, there's all this terrain. Like that is the main challenge of these platforming games is the terrain that you have to get around. And I guess it's good that they have those rappel points because it somewhat provides you with a tell as to where the point is that you can go down. Without that, I mean, shoot, you'd probably be circling all around that mountain. Probably. Broadhead. I don't think it's a broadhead I need. I think it's a Lancehorn. I'm not going to fight him. I'm just going to save. And then I'm going to go ahead and check the time. Read my word. We still have about 10 minutes left, so as a matter of fact, I think I will be able to start this mission. I'm not going to fight the machines. I have no incentive, no reason to do so. GG's, Shadow Karja. There's a quest here.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way,
I can oddly relate.
I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Healer's over. Yeah, it's like a giant refugee camp. Okay, the game wants me to go inside for deep secrets of Earth. Quest is a level 21. That is my current and active quest indeed. Aloy explores the ancient ruins beneath the Citadel and unravels the unbelievable truth of Project Zero Dawn.
Morning. I haven't seen him today.
Forbidden West, by the way. Forbidden West is the name of the sequel. This is Zero Dawn. Not Forbidden West. I actually might get it. Yeah, it is Lancehorn I need. I might get Forbidden West just because this game was such a good time. Like, I do strongly recommend it. I don't know if I would call it the perfect game, but it's definitely... it is definitely an excellent game. I'll put it that way. It is a splendid game. I don't know if I'd call it perfect, but it is a splendid game. There is much good about it.
The Sun Ring, a proud tradition of the Carja.
It's not like this in Meridian. At least, right now.
Give them time. I'm sure they miss it.
Whatever work the mercenaries are doing.
Sounds like a forest. Keep my guard up.
Am I supposed to fight this thing? Go to the courtyard. I think you can jump down there.
Now we get to see if your attack on the Focus Network was entirely successful. Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
I should save here. How much time do I have left in the episode? I have about 5 minutes. I think I'll press on. A lot of Shadow Carja here.
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahamut.
Should pay well.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting. Kind of busy. We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me, while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the Sun Ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Nora, you have the mark of a seeker.
It's more complicated than that. I'm an outcast, like you.
Yes. I am Yun. These are the shunned. We'll take any job, but hunting our hated tribe, that's for free. Keep that in mind.
Why did they cast you out?
Murder. You?
Birth.
Huh.
She got sick and died in the night. She was old, but
You're not known to Kikuk's killers. Have any songs been written about you?
Maybe. How about you?
Only laments. We're the enders of songs. Machine spirit or man spark. We stop them all.
Ah, charming.
Warmth is for weakness.
I meet my uncle every day just to reminisce about Meridian. But yesterday, he was shot.
I guess I can end the episode this way.
I hunt with
Louise.
Kikuk. Speak with him if you must. Another Nora outside the sacred
We're
land.
hosting savages now.
Banishment is a bitter
Meanwhile, I
draught.
haven't eaten in a
I
day.
am merciful Eustace, Shield of Bahavas.
Merciful.
My enemies die fast.
I heard Obahavas is hiring
I am Relentless Shivan. I guard the High Priest.
From what?
Whatever troubles him. So don't.
Who does Avad think he's fooling?
They call me Savage Tarav, protector of Lucent Bahavas.
Protector or enforcer?
Depends on where the shadow falls. Now on your way.
Hey, can I save?
We've got to trust Bahavas. Outlanders are idiots, but perhaps they're useful idiots.
This is insane.
Hardly.
They're going to see me.
If you're gonna watch
You
some
underestimate
slaughter,
the ease of
this is
hiding
the
in
place
plain
to do
sight.
it.
I don't like heights.
You? Another manhunt. How many men and women can one tribe lose? Odin, leader of Odin's marvels. You've a fresh face. When you're less an eye or an ear or two, you'll fit right in. First impressions make the sale, except in this snake pit. They'll take whoever shows up.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
This isn't your first job for the Shadow Karja?
Scared of their own shadows, Karja, more like. They spit on me, but the shards are good. Look at those nobles. I say noble, but you can't dress a rat in silk and call it a rat king, can you? Sunfall is a house of clay. If you were to stamp your foot, it would all crumble.
Shouldn't you all be setting out to hunt Uthid?
Have you never done this before? Whoever goes first just leads the others. Just take a load off and avail yourself of some Karja booze until someone sniffs out the trail. Then watch us seek out our prey, straight as a Ravager's shot. Zip!
Are you sure you're going to be able to walk in a straight line?
What are you getting at?
Do you think Uthid did what they're accusing him of?
I hope so. It'll make him more dangerous. My advice, it's best not to overthink such things.
Overthink whether he's guilty or innocent?
You let all these thoughts in your head, you'll never make it as a mercenary. Only thing that matters is dead or alive. If they say alive, bring a rag to stuff in its mouth. But these days, no one wants alive.
Farewell, Odin.
Good hunting. If I should have cause to kill you, you won't suffer.
Oh, thanks.
If you've got a problem with me, talk to Odin. If you can stand his
Don't
breath.
start thinking you're welcome here. You're only tolerated.
There's a save below. Why is there movement above? See that? Like you can move up there, but why? I don't see anything else connected to it, so I think I'm just gonna go down.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I've been looking for a save.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride. I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Stovek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. So by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Where's the save, dude?
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
I have to push this episode in overtime.
What was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super-weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down, the entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Oh man, there's a lot going on here. There are logs. Yeah.
It is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them? Not just people. All organic matter. Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel. In a word, yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here? No, Doctor. Please, tell him Tom Kate wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Find the girl.
How did you not get struck?
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Dude, I have like multiple logs I need to get.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really.
I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
I think I missed a log.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
I've just been like scanning. Can go up as well. I think there is stuff up there.
This'll be useful later.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Jeez Louise, man. This keeps going on and on.
Want to discuss?
Oof. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bubble serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down.
That's not all it
Been a
runs.
price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go. You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines? I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work.
Initiating playback.
What happened? Did it glitch?
Elizabeth Sobek.
Just
You've
paused.
heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
I want to save the game.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? Why does it want to kill me? And
of course I'll do it.
Apollo.
To be
The
given the
Archive of
opportunity
Knowledge.
to rebuild
What happened to that?
I was
the damage?
confused.
Well, I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh.
Kind of annoying, like it just does not stop.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Inaccessible.
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Hey, aye. Hid behind cover. That was dumb. Do I get a checkpoint at least? This entire sequence is so freaking annoying. It's just taking way too long, like... Dang, dude, like... honestly, you don't know what the heck they were thinking. Gotta check all in here to get everything in here.
Alert. Medical wing inaccessible.
Yeah, exactly. I have to get this again. This entire sequence is just obnoxious. Like, it takes too long. What is the biggest gun I have?
Intruder! Get her!
I've been
Get
seen.
over
Whatever
here.
you do, don't die now.
Shut up. zone.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
Judgment.
These things deal a little bit too much damage. Just saying. The way the damage just kind of like ramps out of control is kind of ridiculous. And I'm like just trying to be as meticulous as possible through this entire section because there's just so much stuff.
Luck's with me.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back
I
in the
honestly
day,
don't know why they did this either.
I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just
It's
going
like
down
a
a
bunch of
checklist
lore.
after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's
Zero Dawn.
It just keeps yammering on and on, dude.
An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks.
Why is this
Another
game not
unfair
saving
chance.
too?
Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Done. I should check the door nearby. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Finally a short one too. They're just so lengthy. I go? I'm like, I'm done with today's episode. I'm just trying to wrap up. It doesn't want to end. Restore power, how?
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open. Hello.
Up, left, down, right, up. Why isn't it working? This is it. This is driving me like straight bananas.
I'd have to leave something else behind. Oh no, I'm trying to figure this out. I think it's upside down. If it's inverted, it's down. Left. Is it? Yeah, down, left, up. Right down. That did it. Door should have power.
Fudge.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
I should have just played this off for tomorrow's episode. I don't know what I was thinking. No, I was thinking there wasn't a save. That's what I was thinking.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
We're under attack! I'm looking right at it! Shadow gun! You cannot
got you located.
That's the last of them.
H-Lock structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
There! I see something!
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Whole quest is just a big dumb pain in the neck. It just takes too long.
Try me now.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More Eclipse.
Careful now.
Must have missed something, dude. I'm trying not to have this take all day. Like, it's already taken most of the day.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will...
reckon I'm just done, dude. I'm not having fun anymore. It's like it's getting to the point of just tedium. Can't even scan it through the window.
My turn.
Almost level 40 in game.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives.
Here we go. Haven't you got anything better to do?
Look around. See if anything is left.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations.
during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe
Oh my
protocol.
gosh, dude.
The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it?
Falling asleep through the sequence and everything else.
It isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now in this new biosphere.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time.
Full already.
Unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Would benefit from antilopinate morphologies, though Caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia. Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event. Oh? And your assessment? Gaia? Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural... You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement. Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand. Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right? I'm fine. I realize that circumstances could have us much earlier than we hoped.
Should have brought a cart. Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what not.
Just gonna see if I can save the checkpoint.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Is everything solo? That's her problem.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step.
He really struggled with pacing on
when
his
I
quest.
captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then enter this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
The Nora have no part to play in this. Leave them alone.
Soon, they'll have no part to play in anything. That much is sure. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day, soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die! be the first of thousands!
I'll never beat that thing without...
Good freaking gosh, dude. It just would not freaking end. Like, I'm over 2 hours, I'm pretty sure, in today's episode. That right there is the reason why yeah, exactly, 2:15. That's why I don't stream on Fridays, because, like, I'm, like, doing this, like... I'm just like, when is it gonna end, dude? That's what I said, pacing issue. Like, where is the save? Please remember to support the show, like, comment, share, subscribe, donations, Storm Show. Sorry I kept fading on this episode because I streamed on Friday. And I normally don't, for good reason too. I'll be back tomorrow more Saturday. I'm hoping to finish out this quest. And then I'll be back Sunday again with more Storm Show. So thank you for any and all support that this show should receive. Sleep tight, have a good night. I'm your host, Storm Show, signing out and signing off. Sleep tight, have a good night. And as always, thanks for watching.